Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we're going to go ahead and break down a trade setup that I took yesterday on NVIDIA. And this trade setup, I have not been able to find for a very long time in the price action that we have been seeing in this market. As you guys know, the continuation moves have been very difficult to find. And yesterday, we finally got some continuation on NVIDIA after it broke above a very key 260 resistance. There was a really strong bull flag breakout that happened intraday. I went ahead and I scaled into this trade because I actually found the setup that I believed in and looked very strong for continuation, and it finally worked out. However, I definitely feel like the trade that I'm going to show you guys today is an anomaly in this market. I do not see these setups as often as I wish and as I once did. These bull flag breakouts with very strong continuation have been extremely hard to find, and it seems like this is an anomaly type trade that I definitely do not want to get my hopes up on. I don't want to get aggressive on these setups. Even though it worked yesterday with NVIDIA, I have not been seeing it work out as much as I would like. So I'm going to show you guys this trade on NVIDIA, share with you why I got in, why I scaled into it, why I thought it looked good. But I also want to make sure that I myself and you guys out there understand the difficulty in this market right now and how these setups that we once saw, these beautiful bull flag breakouts with very strong continuation, are a little bit of a rarity right now. So let's go ahead and jump into this trade. Let's go ahead and review it. If you guys enjoyed the video after watching, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to press that bell down below so that you guys know every single time that I post. All right, guys, so before we jump into the NVIDIA trade, I want to sort of preface why we actually got some strength yesterday and why NVIDIA actually had some continuation, and that comes down to the NASDAQ. So if we jump into the NASDAQ chart, guys, yesterday was Wednesday, and Wednesday we actually got a very nice move on the NASDAQ, right? So here is the last 2 weeks of the NASDAQ, and yesterday we finally got the breakout of this previous resistance around 14.8, and we actually got a day that trended to the upside. We have not seen a day that actually trended to the upside for a majority of the day for a very long time. We usually get some very large intraday moves. We usually get some very choppy price action. Maybe it pushes higher, but the continuation is just not quite there. Yesterday, if I go into the 5-minute chart, here was yesterday's price action, and we can see that yesterday was a very nice uptrending market. And when we get uptrending markets like that, it is making it so much easier to find trade setups. And these are the days that I want to focus on trading. These are the days that trading can become a little bit easier, give you a little bit more of an edge, rather than trying to trade in days that look like this, right? Days that are very choppy, days that have very large intraday volatility swings. Those days are very difficult, and I try to stay away from those days the best I can. But when I see a day like we were looking at here on the NASDAQ yesterday, those are the days I try to take opportunity. And the reason I say that I think this is somewhat of an anomaly type of trade is because we have not been seeing these types of days on the overall market. We have not been seeing uptrends, downtrends that just stay consistent all day. What we've mostly been seeing is, let's say, a morning dip followed by an afternoon spike, followed by an afternoon dip, and it's just all over the place and very difficult to trust anything for an extended period of time. So with that said, we got that NASDAQ strength yesterday, and that is why NVIDIA actually set up a very nice setup for me. So if we go to yesterday's price action, here is NVIDIA, guys, and here's the 5-minute chart on NVIDIA. So setting this chart up with the EMAs as well as with the after hours grayed out, we can sort of see exactly what happened here. So you guys can see NVIDIA had a fantastic day. Now, why did it start to get a lot of upside? It broke over a very key 260 level. That was right here, 260. If we go to the 4-hour chart, we are going to see that 260 was a major breakout zone. It was a previous high that we went ahead and we broke above. When we saw that action, we got a lot of upside support, and we got as well support on the overall NASDAQ. So yesterday, NVIDIA was a dream. These are the days that I miss on NVIDIA. These were the days that we were used to in 2021 where we would just get beautiful upside. We can make very nice trades off of continuation. These days are becoming, far and few between right now, and that is just something that you have to know and you have to play defense against. So we got the big move early morning. I did not catch that big move. I did not trust it. because you guys have, we've seen what has happened in this market. It's very hard to trust those early moves. It's very hard to know whether the continuation is going to come in. We got the continuation yesterday, and after seeing this move all the way up from around 256 to around 263, it gave me some confidence to go ahead and try to take a flag breakout trade after seeing that both the NASDAQ and NVIDIA had some actual continuation behind it. So if I pull up the trades here, guys, here was the trade. It was about a $1,300 winner, and here is where I got in and got out on the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here for you guys to see, and you will see where I went ahead and got in. So my first enter was around 1203. That is right around here, guys. I'm actually going to go to the 1 minute chart so we can see this just a little bit better for the entries, and then we'll go back to the 5, and I'll show you guys what I was looking at on the 5 minute. So right here, guys, is when I started to get in. I'll go back to the trades. 1203. That was right on this candle right here. As we started to creep back above the 9 EMA, and after we held this little retest level on NVIDIA, you can see a previous high retest where we held this 261. I really liked how we were holding that previous high right there. I saw that we were starting to hold up, and we were starting to build a flag pattern. Right there is your flag, and right there is your hold. So you guys can see 1203 got in 5 contracts, and I added to this. I added 5 more at 1204 and 3 more at 1207. So 1203, 1205, and 1207, I was adding to this play because I was looking to see if I can catch the actual bull flag breakout that is like a unicorn these days, and we actually ended up getting it. So on 13 contracts, I started scaling out at around $1 per contract, scaled out at 1216 through 1220. 1216 was this candle, 1220 was this candle right here. I actually went ahead and added 5 more, had one more add to this position at 1221, which was right here as I started to see us flagging again. So I started to see us flagging once more and said, hey, I'm already up very nicely on this trade. Let me go ahead and add back to this. And I looked for another flag breakout. Now you can see these are the flag breakouts that I am used to in this market. So you can see at 1221, I added 5 contracts. That is right here as I started to try to get another flag breakout. But look at what happened on this breakout. We got a push and we got an instant stuff. Now, when I saw that stuff on that breakout attempt, I went ahead and got out of that almost as fast as I got in and lost 1 cent on the contract at 1222. Ended up scaling all out at 1222 for about $1 per contract on 13 contracts. It was about a $1,300 winner. It was a very nice setup. If I go back to the 5 minute chart, you are going to see how clean this actually looked on the 5 minute, and you will see the flag breakout right there, back to the 9 EMA, back to that retest level, and it actually worked out. This is a trade that I love to take, but I have not been able to find as recently, as I would like, as much as I would like. Very nice breakout, continuation move, a good options trade, very nice premium increases on this move, was able to actually capitalize on this flag breakout. So I actually want to go ahead and share with you guys what this looked like before the move actually happened. So around 1206, I was adding this chart into the chat. You guys can see right here, this is what this chart was looking like, right? So right here, a little bit of a flag breakout. That was right before the move started to happen. So if I go and I move this chart over, you're going to see this was the 5 minute flag breakout that I was very interested in and started to see starting to form here around 12 o'clock. So we got that flag breakout, started to post it in the chat to see if this would start to work. And then right around here, around 1210, this is what the chart looked like at 1210. We got that breakout. And when I see that candle start to push above that flag pattern, that gives me the confidence, that gives me some insight into saying, hey, we actually got some continuation here. This is a trade that I want to be on because this is a setup that traditionally works very well, and I want to see if I can take advantage of it in this market. Of course, at this time when seeing the chart like this, I was slightly concerned that this would be another classic, failed breakout. I managed my risk the best I could, but when I started to see this thing push, I wanted to add to this, and that is why I got into such a large position, because we started to really see that move. So, really nice setup. An NVIDIA trade that I am very happy with, guys. Beautiful 5 minute flag breakout. I hope to see this more in the market, But I wanted to share that with you guys today, share with you that trade, because if you guys see this setup, if you see these very nice 5-minute flags, 9 EMA holds, retest holds, sometimes it is definitely worth keeping your eye out for. If the NASDAQ looks strong, if the SPY looks strong at the same time, these setups can be very lucrative if you get the continuation. If you don't get the continuation, you want to be out of them as fast as you got in. If you start to see those candles fail, if you don't see that, that full-bodied green candle continue higher, that's when you want to get out and you want to just move away, because if that failed, it would be a very ugly scenario. If you got the push through, let's say that if we go down to the 1-minute chart, if you got this push through right here and this candle instantly failed, that's when you know we do not want to be in this. This flag breakout is not working. We are not getting the continuation. But when you see these 1-minute green candles starting to actually push and actually get some volume and some strength, that's when you want to trust this move. But if you see that fail, if you see that stuff, then you do not want to be in this, and that is a failed breakout, which is happening more often than none as of late. So I want to show you this trade, but I also want to warn you, if you're watching this video, be careful of these setups in this market. Make sure the NASDAQ is strong. Make sure you're getting a trending market before trusting something like this. See if you guys can find these intraday. See if they work out. Maybe don't take them and just see what happens. See if it actually works out. Do some back testing on this little flag breakout. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about this setup, but I wanted to share this one with you guys because this was an actual beautiful setup and actually worked out. Hopefully we see more of this in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to press that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to come to the pre-market live streams, we had a ton of people in there today. Not sure why. We had about 2,200 people in the pre-market live streams. That is double what we usually have. If you guys want to check it out, make sure to press the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to press the bell down below so that you are alerted every single time that I post. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.